Hi, I'm Mallory. This is the Mushroom House. Come take a tour.
Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room.
Welcome to my kitchen. It is mostly pink, as you can see. It is very inspired by like a Barbie, bubbly type of look. I went with a countertop that was a little bit more of like a fun pattern so I could offset the pink. This is a wrap. I really like it. It's waterproof. I got it on Amazon. I got a lot of compliments on this. It was really simple to do and it's renter friendly. I also did the same on the cabinets. They're cream colored. Also, this wrap is from Amazon. Super easy to do. It just takes a little bit of time. My pink fridge is like the highlight of my kitchen and my house, probably. It was like the one thing I had to have. Really is my character. I have my pink fridge, and I really did want to have a bar cart, but I don't have the space for it, so I added this little like bar cart inspired look on top of it. I do have some other cute things like my Lucky Charm dispenser and my pink Keurig that I love. So I'm very into like tea and everything, so I feel like that's just a perfect little piece of decor to add to my kitchen.
Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now they're looking up.
Here we are in the bathroom. This accent wall is made out of just trim board that I got at the store, and I bought a miter saw so I could cut these down to size. I did have to, it was trial and error, especially around the mirror here and the sink, so it took a lot of time to do this, but if you're going to do an accent wall like this, something I've learned from doing it 2 times from the living room to the bathroom would be to paint the wall before you put up the trim board and paint the trim before, because then you can just do the second coat afterwards. I do plan on like posting a video of how I actually did it more in depth and like actually doing the accent wall itself. But it was really time consuming, but definitely worth it. And it looks really cute with my new lights. I did a lot of my own appliances in the bathroom. I needed a little more space, so when I did remove the sink and install a smaller sink, I was able to really get a shelf in here and utilize more space for storage. So that's the bathroom, and we'll head into the living room.
Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now they're looking up.
I lived in this city for quite a few years, and I've seen this house multiple times. When I moved out of my last house, I saw it go up for sale, and I really just, like, something was telling me I had to have this house. So I like spontaneously called and took a tour of it and just fell in love. So I bought it very shortly after that, and I've loved downsizing into a tiny home. I really like the fact that from the outside it kind of looks like you could find, I feel like I've also fooled people in my photos that it looks like you could find this in the woods, but like the cobblestone and the like cottage look that it has was really what attracted me to the house. I think it looks so cute, and I've always loved like camping and being outdoors, so it just drew me in immediately when I bought the house initially. Welcome to my living room. It is very fun like the rest of the house. It's greatly inspired by my grandmother. She was an artist, and I have that vein running pretty deep in me. So I needed to make the living room really fun, but also like match with the rest of the house. So I did a little cute like mural, and a lot of the artwork you see in the house is also my own. I had to have this couch. I think it's beautiful. It's also very comfortable, but most people, I feel like in a tiny space like this, would really want somewhere to eat, and I wanted a cool couch. When I first toured this house, I was very drawn to the fireplace, the stone fireplace. It is functional. It really, I feel like, ties in the outside, the cottage vibe, which I thought for a minute I could maybe go with that, but I really wanted to get creative with the inside instead. But I really did want to leave this alone. I think it's so beautiful, and leaving it untouched like this, it really just kind of brings me back to that moment when I first bought the house. So I just decided to keep it as it is. I do have this like ladder situation as my staircase, and I was really afraid the first time I went up and down it, and it is still a little scary at night when I have to come down and go to the bathroom or whatever, but I'm very good at it now. Maybe in the future I would try a stairway that is removable or retractable, just for a little more space in here. Maybe I could have a place to dine if I would change anything in the future. So welcome to my bedroom. I tried to keep the mushroom theme alive up here, so I do have a lot of mushroom themed, artwork and decor. I do have this huge mirror over here because it's hiding my water heater, so that's like the main purpose of that. Otherwise, I probably would have gone with something a little smaller. I have limited space up here, so I do have storage underneath my bed, and of course, just like some nightstands. This is not a nightstand. I actually bought it from Stein's quite a few years ago. It's meant to be for plants, but I wanted to use it as a nightstand. I just thought it would be really cute. Instead of having everything on the ground, I feel like it brings some attention to the top of the room, and I get a lot of compliments on it, so I thought might as well talk about it. It's fun, and I did think about painting it and like dyeing these because I thought it would be kind of cool, but I was going to make it pink, but it didn't really go with the theme of the room, so I just kept it as is. Other than that, I have a pretty big closet, which we're about to look at next. So I bought the house for $170, and that even I feel like is kind of inflated just because of the way the market is right now. But my mortgage is really affordable. My utilities are super affordable, of course, because it's just me, but I think my month to month is probably like $200 for my utilities. And really, I mostly did like cosmetic things to this place. So I would say ultimately I've spent probably only a couple hundred really as far as like what the materials I use to change things. But of course I got like my beautiful couch and my beautiful chair. Those were a little more expensive, but just things that I really wanted to be like staple, like cute pieces in my house, those were a little more expensive. But cosmetically, I really tried to find things that were more affordable, like the wrap and paint wasn't too expensive. But other than that, it was very affordable to make it look the way it does. Here we are in my little big closet. It is probably the biggest closet I've ever had, so that's kind of interesting. People are always a little surprised at how much space is actually up here. I do keep like my air conditioner unit up here and some other stuff that just I don't have space for downstairs, but other than that, I love clothes, so this is like the best closet I've ever had. It has plenty of room for storage. I'm able to display some of my shoes, which I really love. Everything is just super organized because of the fact I have so much space, and I'm kind of a clean freak, so I wanted everything to be really appealing, and it really does stay this way all the time. It's not really just for show, actually. It's evolved so much from what it started from. I really wasn't going to like hang everything first because I'm like, oh, I just need shelves and like places to put my stuff in instead. But really just having like my clothes out has been super helpful, just on a day-to-day, I don't know. And then I'm able to really shove stuff further back underneath, and then keep like the pretty stuff in front, which is usually what I would do anyways. So yeah, it's very functional as much as it is cute. What I've learned about myself through this process is just that, you know, I can do all of this, and it was like a really big leap for me to downsize and buy a tiny home. I think no one was really surprised that I would live in a place like this, but I think it was a shock that I was going to like live in a tiny home. But it's really taught me that like being independent can be super fun, and I feel so like rewarded every day coming in here, seeing like my hard work paid off. Like it's beautiful, and it really, the vision that I had really came true for it. Thank you for touring my mushroom house. If you want to continue to follow me and see more videos of changes I've made to the house and how I got here, you can follow me on Instagram. It's MALLORYRANKIN. That's Mallory Rankin. And also you can follow my YouTube, which is Mal's Mushroom House. Thank you.